So it decided to rain after all. The clouds came in pretty strong and it's been raining and it's chilly. It's about 50 degrees today and obviously that means I'm not making any progress on the pond. But oh, you can kind of see, this is my first time coming out here to check on it today. And I know I have the water hyacinth back in the pond that will be taken out because it's illegal to have, apparently it's illegal to have water hyacinth in Arizona outside. Who knew? If anyone has more information on that, if that's actually true, let me know. But from my limited research, that's what I found. So I'm going to be taking that out and probably just putting it in Bubbles pond, or probably just putting it in Bubbles enclosure inside, since that is a turtle safe plant. Anyway, so this is the first time I'm out here looking at the pond. I'm surprised that the fountain is going because there's no sun and it's all solar powered. So in case you guys are wondering what the pump looks like when it's overcast, Lyra's finding birds on the wall. That's how it is. Oh, and it's starting to sprinkle again. So I'm probably gonna have to go inside here. But let me just move this liner portion over. I probably should add some type of runoff to the pond for when this happens. I'm just not sure how to implement that, but this is where I left off. I did readjust the liner, so that side has plenty of room. It goes over the lip. This is gonna work out really nice. I do have some crinkly wrinklies like over there. Not too concerned about that. Because this is going to be filled in with river rock, and I'm going to cut down to size like parts that are a little too long. Like I might fold that part over or just cut it down to size along this wall. But this is, I went back and looked at my Amazon order. This liner is actually a different brand than the Pond Boss one that's over there that I need to fold up, that I had before, the one that's too small. So this is a different, I can't remember, I think it's like a generic brand. I'll link it in the description. I'm not a huge fan of this one because it is harder, it's less flexible to work with. It's still not bad, and for the price, I mean, I think it's on sale now for like 35 bucks, which is great. It's thick enough, and only time will tell to see how long it holds up. But it's not the worst, you know? It's just not as flexible and a little bit more challenging to work with than the Pond Boss one. So I'll link both of those in the description if you guys want to check them out. But anyway, this is what we got going on. The solar pump is working beautifully. I think it's going to work great for the filter. So I'm going to take the tubing that came with it and attach it to a PVC pipe that I'm going to dig and put underground, leading to my bog filter in the corner over here. So the flow will be this way, going around like that. So I'll let you guys know how that process goes, and yeah, I'm really excited. I think I'm making pretty decent progress. I'm happy with the shape that we have here. It's about 17 inches depth-wise in the deepest portion of the pond, which isn't quite the 24 inches that I was wanting to do, but it's not too bad. I can always adjust that later down the road. But for now, I think I'm going to keep everything as is. And then I am just going to build up this side a little bit more because this side is shorter than that side. That's why all the water is pooling over here. And then I'll have to make some type of runoff system, implement something for when it rains like this. But if you guys have any ideas on how to do that, let me know. I am following this guy on YouTube. I can't remember. I think it's like Oz Ponds, OZ Ponds or something is his channel. I'll link it in the description, but he does a lot of great like guides on how to set up ponds. That's what he does. He's low budget, so he has low budget and then higher end ponds too, but he has a lot of experience and he has a lot of great videos on like how to set up a bog filter, so I'm kind of following along with his recommendations, and I found that to be really helpful. So the next phase we're going to be moving on to is basically what I'm going to do is empty this out again, and then I'm going to start putting my larger river rock and holding down the liner inside and around the edges. And I think I might do sand in the middle portion. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to take away any more of the depth that I have there. You also have to factor that in if you're making a pond, and I didn't factor that in. I didn't factor much of anything in, if we're being honest. I'm just kind of winging it, but it's been fun. Anyway, if you're going to build a pond, factor in how deep you want your substrate to be. I'm not going to have very deep substrate. I'm just going to use the play sand, turtle friendly, frog friendly, and then the river rock. That's pretty much it. And then I'm going to have all my plants. Gonna have some plants inside, and then I think I'm also gonna do like a little grassy area over here, like a hiding area. Definitely gonna put some hiding areas around the outside. This area I want primarily to be a basking spot. I'm gonna have a log in the pond for basking as well. And probably I'm going to take some purple heart because I have a lot of purple heart growing in my the front of my house, and that is a turtle friendly plant. I do want to make sure that all my plants are turtle friendly, frog friendly. So I'm gonna take the purple heart and probably just sprinkle it around the edges of the pond as well. I might be able to use that. I might be able to get away with using it as a bog filter plant too. That purple heart is really good for ground coverage. It grows back like a weed. It's super easy to maintain. I don't do anything with my purple heart out front, and I have tried to remove it multiple times and it grows back. So if you're looking for an easy plant ground coverage that is also safe for frogs and turtles, specifically red-eared sliders, purple heart is a great plant to have in Arizona. I'll probably do a video coming up about what plants I choose for the pond and for the bog system, bog filter, as well as, you know, I'll document putting in my substrate and how that process looks too, and the issues that I run into. Oh, you guys, I just can't. This weather makes me so happy, even though it is pretty chilly. It's just so nice. I'm so grateful because we've been getting a lot of rain so far already in Arizona. And we need that because last year we really didn't get much rain at all. So I just want to stay out here forever, but it's starting to come down again pretty hard. Anyway, just want to wrap it up here. Really happy with the solar panel filter, the bigger one. It is, I believe it was about like 410 gallons that it pushes, like filters per hour. I could be off about that, but I think it was up to 410 gallons, and I believe that because when I emptied the pond before, it emptied pretty quick, and it's just a little filter, so I mean, looks can be deceiving because the pump is tiny, but it's pretty powerful. So I think it'll do a great job. And then once I have more money, I might actually get another one for the aeration, or just for the fountain to use as the fountain in the water. I would not mind getting another one of these. And it saves a lot of money because none of this is electrical. I didn't. Oh, one thing about this, I thought it came with a battery backup, but it doesn't. You have to buy that separate. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be going overnight or running overnight. When the sun goes down, that's it for it. So, I thought it had some type of like internal battery backup, but I guess not. That's something you got to get separate, and what I'll probably end up doing, because I want the continuous filter to run through the night and everything. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna shut it off here. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the pond progress. Lyra's out here. She loves the rain. She's a rain dog. Alright, I did my turtle maintenance today too. Tank maintenance. Might do a little update on my shrimp and my floating plants in my shrimp tank, because those aren't looking good. I have the water lettuce in there and the purple, I can't remember how you pronounce it, but the other purple fringed floating spangle plant that I got, that's the rare one. Alright, before I keep rambling, I'm gonna cut it off. And I hope y'all have a great weekend. Bye!